Hello, my name is Taylor Olson, and I'm the co-writer and co-director of the upcoming feature film Solitude. Solitude is going to be a 6-part feature film and will give tribute to the last 75 years of horror films. Each of the 6 segments in Solitude will take place in a different time period, and each one will be made to resemble horror films of the time period that they take place in. For example, we've already finished the first segment, which takes place in 1938, and it was made to resemble classic monster movies such as Frankenstein, The Mummy, or Dracula. You can watch this segment online if you like. The 1938 segment, along with the other 5, are connected in that they follow the same family throughout, and they take place in the same location, near a small river in a town called Solitude. For the next segment, which takes place in 1961, my co-director Livingston is going to explain his vision and inspiration for that one.
Hey, I'm Livingston Oden, the co-writer and director of this film. I'll be the one overseeing the 61 segment. Now, most know that many of the great horror film classics come from this decade. Movies like Psycho, The Birds, Night of the Living Dead, and Rosemary's Baby. These classics will contribute in some way this film is shot, most notably black and white. But I don't mean just that, I also mean the way it's shot and the way it will be edited in post.
The 1975 segment of Solitude is going to be based off of more of the supernatural horror films of the time. The Omen and The Exorcist were big influences to us for this segment. We want to have a lot of subliminal messages in this one and have it be more of a thriller in that sort of way.
The 80s, in my opinion, one of the greatest decades for the horror genre. Movies like A Nightmare on Elm Street, Evil Dead, Friday the 13th, and Halloween were great influences to the way we want to shoot this segment. We want that slasher feel, but also pay homage to the characters back then. Characters like the bookworm, the jock, the slut, the virgin, and the pothead. But we're also wanting to bring back that feel that the 80s movies used to give us, that energy that most movies today just don't have.
The 1999 segment of Solitude is going to be the found footage segment. It's going to be based off of movies like The Blair Witch Project or VHS, which came out several years ago. We're going to be shooting on a tape camera from the 90s to give it that more authentic feel. So it's going to be a lot different than all the other segments in that way. It's going to be following a group of film students who are shooting a documentary about all the rumors that have happened in the river in Solitude. It's going to be the most different visually, and I think it'll be a lot of fun.
Present day is where most of this film takes place, all beginning with our main character, James. The recent passing of his mother opens up a story that she's been keeping from him his entire life. He reads through family journals, diaries, police reports, skims through pictures and drawings, all of which tell a story of his family's history. He begins realizing that an evil force lives on the property and has tormented his family for over 75 years, an evil that still resides there. Each story James reads through is told in a flashback, all shown as if it were filmed in that time period.
Well, we've already finished the 1938 segment. We feel we need to raise funds through IndieGoGo to help support the rest of the film. We have a lot of talented people on board, and our plan right now is to shoot into July and August and have it released by the end of the year. I believe this film will be enjoyed by anybody who loves horror films. It'll be something of a history lesson for people as well.
We are very passionate about this project, and we would like to create something that you, the audience, would enjoy. Taylor and I love the filmmaking process, and we're wanting to create something that's unique and different, but also very familiar to the audience. But we need your help in making this happen. If you're a fan of movies, horror genre, or storytelling, then we know this is something that you would enjoy. We thank you for watching.